My name is Aubrey and I am not good at running. Episode 3, we're talking monsters. But before we do that, this week's running highlights. Run it. I was sleeping. My son comes knocking on the door and says there's monsters in his room. And I say, son, there is no such thing as monsters. Don't be silly. He says, come and see. We go into his room and I lifted up the duvet and guess what I found? Sure enough, 2 monsters. On Running's Cloud Monster. This is the latest tech. On the women's size 5, this is 230 grams, and in a UK size 8 of men's, that's 275. 80% recycled polyester for the uppers, and overall the entire shoe is 20% recycled materials. That's keeping in line with trying to be green. Now this has been released being called their biggest clouds yet. If you compare this to the other shoes you see behind me, this is a bit more pronounced, and that's intentional because this is aiming for their max cushioning. Now, I want to share with you just a bit of detail as to the science that goes into this shoe. So this is your standard insole. That's going to be in most shoes, so fine. Before I talk to this bit, this is what running on clouds is. Now these are the cloud paws. You get to see that in all of On Running shoes. And of course, that's the outsole. That will vary depending on the kind of terrain that shoe is designed for. But within the ON's Cloud Monster, they've redesigned this speed board. So this is what sits between your insole and the midsole, simply because if you look at the shape, they've got this rocker motion that maintains that running motion. So having redesigned that to sit within that Cloud Monster is designed for a long run that's got max cushioning. This is designed for long runs, which goes well with the concept of max cushioning because you want to preserve your joints. That max cushioning is going to be very, very key. But one thing that was intriguing to me, if you follow a lot of these running shoes, one compromises with the other. If you have one that's going to return your energy for maybe a speed run, it's going to compromise on the cushioning. If you have one that's designed for max cushioning, it's not going to have that return. So that speed board, the shape of the shoe, I think they're trying to present the best of both worlds. Now that's got my interest. On Running, in my opinion, they make the best running shoes. Now I've got, I want to say 5 pairs, 3 of which I bought even before I started running, simply because of the aesthetics. These guys specialize in amazing shoes. Now, having looked at a few opinions on social media, a few people are saying this shoe is going to be polarizing. You will either like it or not. I don't quite agree with that. But it is out there. There's nothing subtle about it when you compare it to the other shoes. And to me, that's what I like about it. It's definitely going to turn a few heads. And in keeping with On Running style, there are several colorways to the shoe. And what I've noticed is, even after release, they carry on releasing different colorways. This is a first impressions review of the shoe. So I'm looking to get myself a pair of these, and I will be running. I'm probably going to give it about 50K in the shoe, and then I will give you my true opinion of the cushioning, the return of energy, and how it is. One thing I definitely won't be doing though is going out in bad weather, because this shoe looks too good to get it messy. So with that said, just a quick reminder, follow Simply Sports on their Instagram. I'm going to put their link in the description below. So in working together with the guys, I'm going to be reviewing the new shoes that they get to give you guys my view just before you buy. And one thing I will promise you is I will give you an honest opinion. That is in keeping with the values even in this shop. It's not just selling you guys stuff. The guys do take attention. They pay close attention to you personally in trying to give you a gait analysis, and I've been here for that, where they'll analyze your foot strike, your running style, and recommend the best shoe for you, not what they're trying to sell. Keeping within that spirit of integrity and honesty, I will give you my honest opinion. So with that said, give me a follow on my Instagram, aubrey.pt, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to sharing much more content with you. Cheers.